Hi there, Girl Scouts of Central California South. Candace Blair, Girl Experience Manager here to talk to you about International Observe the Moon Night. On Saturday, September 26th, we are all going to be joining scientists, amateur astronomers, NASA, and other Girl Scouts in observing the moon. I've included one step from each space science badge for Girl Scouts to be able to earn during this process or on their own after. To review these steps in order of Girl Scout level. So if you want to fast forward to your Girl Scout level, check out the description below and it'll tell you where to fast forward to. Now, daisies, you can earn step number 2 from the Space Science Explorer badge by observing the moon. Now, as you can see, Daisy's our sister Girl Scout from Girl Scouts of Colorado made an amateur telescope. She rolled up a piece of black construction paper, taped it into a tube, and decorated it with all the things she hoped to see in the night sky. Now, if you do that, all you have to do is take it outside and observe the moon, and you've earned step number 2. Now, brownies, you can earn step number 2 from Space Science Adventurer badge.
Hi there, my name is Mary Ellen, and I am a recruitment specialist for Girl Scouts Heart of Central California. So that means that I go out into the community and I tell people about Girl Scouts and that I help girls and adults join so that they can have a lot of fun. So Girl Scouts Heart of Central California is in California, which is right here on the map, and our council is right in the central northern area. All right, so today we are going to investigate the moon, and in honor of that, I am wearing my moon earrings. All right, let's get started. You have probably seen the moon a lot during the nighttime, but have you ever looked at it during the day? It doesn't look quite as bright against the bright blue sky, but it's definitely there and you can see it. The moon is actually out for 12 hours during our 24-hour day, and some of that is during the day and some of that's during the nighttime. If weather permits, the best place to see the moon is outside, but you can also look through a window. Now, let's go outside and look at the moon and explore all of its features. We are going to be doing an art project where we showcase the moon during the daytime and the nighttime. This activity will help you earn the Brownie Space Science Adventure badge. So at the end of this video, you'll know all about how to investigate the moon and how to learn about it. So let's get started. This activity will take about 30 minutes to complete with about 5 minutes of setup and 5 minutes of cleanup. You'll need some resources, so you'll need the moon resource sheet. You'll need some white and black paper, some white and gray paint, some paintbrushes, and then some glue, and then little objects to add texture to your moon. And I will talk about that in a little bit. Let's start by planning your moon project. So start by reviewing the worksheet, The Moon, with an adult and learning everything you want to know about the moon. Then make a plan to go outside and see the moon 2 different times, one time during the day and one time during the night. It can be on the same day or it can be different days, whatever works for you. And then you're going to use the black piece of paper for the moon during the nighttime and the white piece of paper for the moon during the daytime. After looking at the moon in the sky, remember what it looks like during the daytime and the nighttime, and maybe even take some notes. And then think about what can you add to your art project to give the moon some texture? What things might you have around the house? With an adult's permission, select some objects that you could use to bring life to your project. Maybe that's uncooked pasta or some rice. Maybe it's loose buttons or coins, or even candy or beads. You can also paint the moon with your finger or paintbrushes. Really think about what the moon looked like during the daytime and the nighttime, and be as creative as you can to dress up your moon for the day and night. Here are some of my examples. If you're looking for some inspiration, this is a video clip of me making my nighttime moon. I'm using glue, quinoa, beads, some sequences, and then I used black and white paint to make gray paint for the moon. Here are my final results: my daytime moon and my nighttime moon. What is yours going to look like? After you do something new, it's always a good idea to think about what you learned, think about what you liked or what you didn't like, and think about what you want to do next. So I'm going to ask you a couple questions to get you started. First off, what are some fun facts about the moon that you learned? What does the word orbit mean? What does the moon orbit around? What does it move around? Now, be an awesome scientist and tell the folks you live with or your family what you learned about today. Tell them everything you know about the moon. And that's it. You've earned one of the steps of the Brownie Space Science Adventure Badge. You investigated and learned about the moon. You know what? I'm actually going to teach you how to be the moon. All you need is a toilet paper roll, a camera, and a cheesy smile. And here you go. Hello, I am the moon. I had so much fun doing this activity with you today. Well, I hope you and your Girl Scout enjoyed this activity today. And if you did, please like and comment on our video. We'd love to hear from you. And please subscribe to our channel to get more fun videos about really cool things you can do with Girl Scouts at home. All right, bye. Why wasn't the moon hungry? Because it was full. What did Venus say to Saturn? Give me a ring. What kind of songs do planets sing? Neptune's. Have you heard about the cow astronaut? He landed on the moon.
Okay, juniors, to earn this step, you're going to need a measuring tape or ruler, 2 round objects, and the size of the objects is really the important part. So I've set an example here on the screen. So a tennis ball is roughly 1/4 the size of a basketball. So if you can find 2 objects, measure the diameter, meaning the length across the object, and make sure your second object is 4 times as big. There you go. You're modeling the solar system, the Earth size versus the moon size. Cadets, to earn step number 2 of your Space Science Researcher Badge, you are going to learn how to photograph the moon.
Have you ever tried to take a picture of the moon with your iPhone? I bet the first time you tried it was pretty bad because the iPhone is trying to expose the entire scene, but you're not trying to expose the whole scene, you're just trying to expose the moon. So what you want to do with your iPhone is you want to lock focus on the moon. Then when the focus is locked, you want to just drag the exposure slider down. And as you drag the exposure down, you'll start seeing all the details of the moon come up. And when it looks the way that you want it, take the picture, and there you go. Now you have a picture of the moon with all the details.
Girl Scouts, did you know that there are professional photographers that their job is specifically to photograph what we see in space? In fact, they are specifically called astrophotographers. So cadets, go out there and earn your step number 2 and become amateur astrophotographers. My senior and ambassador Girl Scouts, you want to earn that space science expert and master badge? Well, step number 5 is all about learning about women and their careers in NASA. I have a special step for you to investigate. There is a NASA Artemis mission happening, and I want you to know all about it.
All 50 years ago, we pioneered a path to the moon. The trail we blazed cut through the fictions of science and showed us all what was possible.
It's very pretty out here.
Today, our calling to explore is even greater. To go farther, we must be able to sustain missions of greater distance and duration. We must use the resources we find at our destinations. We must overcome radiation, isolation, gravity, and extreme environments like never before. These are the challenges we face to push the bounds of humanity. We're going to the moon to stay by 2024, and this is how.
This all starts with the ability to get larger, heavier payloads off planet and beyond Earth's gravity.
For this, we designed an entirely new rocket.
The Space Launch System. SLS will be the most powerful rocket ever developed.
And with components in production
And more in testing?
This system is capable of being the catalyst for deep space missions
we need a capsule
that can support humans from launch
through deep space and return safely back to Earth.
For this, we've built Orion.
This is NASA's next-generation human space capsule.
Using data from lunar orbiters that continue to reveal the moon's hazards and resources.
We're currently developing an entirely new approach to landing and operating on the moon.
Using our commercial partners to deliver science instruments and robotics to the surface, we are paving the way for human missions in 2024.
Our charge is to go quickly and to stay, to press our collective efforts forward with a fervor that will see us return to the moon in a manner that is wholly different than 50 years ago.
We want lunar landers that are reusable,
that can land anywhere on the lunar surface.
The simplest way to do so is to give them a platform in orbit around the moon from which to transition.
An orbiting platform to host deep space experiments and be a waypoint for human capsules. We call this lunar outpost Gateway.
The beauty of the Gateway is that it can be moved between orbits.
It will balance between the Earth and Moon's gravity.
In a position that is ideal for launching even deeper space missions.
In 2009, we learned that the moon contains millions of tons of water ice.
This ice can be extracted and purified for water. It can be separated in oxygen for breathing or hydrogen for rocket fuel.
The moon is quite uniquely suited
to prepare us and propel us to Mars and beyond.
This is what we are building.
This is what we're training for.
This we can replicate throughout the solar system.
This is the next chapter of human space exploration.
Humans are the most fragile element of this entire endeavor, and yet we go for humanity. We go to the moon and on to Mars to seek knowledge and understanding and to share it with all. We go knowing our efforts will create opportunities that cannot be foreseen. We go because we are destined to explore and see it with our own eyes. We turn towards the moon now, not as a conclusion, but as preparation, as a checkpoint toward all that lies beyond. Our greatest adventures remain ahead of us. We are going.
We're going.
We are going.
We are going.
We're going.
So my senior and ambassador Girl Scouts, your next step is to search NASA /specials/Artemis and find out, why is this mission named after Artemis? Well, Girl Scouts, even if it's a little bit cloudy outside, On the evening of International Observe the Moon Night, you still have steps that you can complete on your own and on your way to earning your space science badges. And when you've completed those steps, send us your pictures. Email us at customercare@girlscoutsccs.org.